Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Zemore, the dad in DPS, and we're back once again with another episode of The Good, the Scrap, and the Script, a series where I review weapons I've found in Appalachia and see how well they smack things. And today is no different. Either way guys, before we get into it, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. What's that? You didn't like this video? Well, that's a paddling. So, that's a paddling. This is a bloodied weapon speed, damage taken while power attacking Gulper Smacker. And we have on here the Armor Pen mod and the Acidic Hand mod. So yeah, it should be relatively interesting to use. This is a very unique weapon because it also has a consumable that we can use in order to buff its damage as well. And we'll definitely see how that, affects anything in the game. Either way, let's get on with it, but first we'll show you that build. Now, I always say this in these videos, this is the build we've currently got on. It's not optimized, we're farting around, we're just seeing how the weapon uses in general. It is an okay melee build, we've got stuff like the legendary perks and that on, but the reality is it's not like specifically optimized for this weapon, so, deal with it. So, the Gulper Smacker, now I'm using all the items and things that you would expect that helps me boost my damage there. And you're seeing that we take out these super mutants with 2 hits, and these are level 100 super mutants. Now, I'm not hitting them in their faces, and that was a power attack followed by a regular attack. You're seeing, yeah, things die quite consistently. It's got actually quite a quick speed. Obviously, we've got the faster swing speed on there. So you're seeing this thing actually deals quite a decent amount of damage. But the thing about the Gulper Smacker that is unique is that it has its own form of consumable. And I would be, remiss not talking about it. I have way too much crap in here. So let's put that on our favourites now. So where is that currently? That is on that button. So yeah, so what we'll do is we will pop one of those. You're seeing, like, it does actually give us some pretty insane damage. Now, the buff from the Moonshine doesn't last very long, and this is the kind of primary thing with the Gulper Smacker. It will wear off, and you will obviously not be able to utilize the full strength of this weapon constantly. But against things like bosses, you could pop a bunch of Gulper Moonshine and basically then get some insane damage that you're going to be able to do to it. Overall, I think the weapon it's pretty damn effective. And I think when we come up against the big fellas, I'm going to use the Moonshine to show you how quickly this thing can take things down. And it's a unique weapon in that sense. No other weapon has an item that deliberately buffs its damage by a significant amount. Only this Gulper Smacker. And that's kind of interesting in itself. So, the first target for our anger is Jeff, and as we make our way over there, we're going to pop some Gulper juice and go ham on Jeff's face. Now, we need to be very careful because Jeff is a big old donk, and he could kick my ass, but, he didn't, and he's dead. Thank you, Jeff, for proving that this thing hurts like a mofo. Now, our next target, as always, is the big donk that is the Mirelurk Queen. Now, the biggest problem I have with this giant turd is that she is a nightmare for melee builds. We've just popped our magic anger juice, and we're gonna wail on her with all our fury. And you're seeing, like, we're doing decent damage. She is dying. It's just, like, every second I fight her, I am 1 second away from potential death. Like, she is a big, threatening thing, but this thing will absolutely smash her into the ground if you use it right. And yeah, that burst damage certainly is good. So, as you've seen, the Gulper Smacker is actually surprisingly powerful. I think this weapon feels like a baseball bat, but operates like a two-hander. It's one of those ones that it just doesn't feel like it is a two-handed weapon, but for some reason, does the damage of a two-handed weapon and is treated like one. It feels faster, and it could just be the faster swing speed, that could be the factor, but it just feels a lot faster than it rightly should be. And in Daily Ops, you're seeing here that Daily Ops, this is Expeditions. In Expeditions, you're seeing here that this thing is not to be messed with. Like, it absolutely 100% smashes the enemies into the dirt. Like, it is an absolute war crime of a weapon. It is fantastic at what it does, and, you know, the only real problem you're ever going to come up against is those little buggers that heal this bugger. But him on his own, absolutely, completely and utter, like, nothing. Like, enemies do not have a problem dying against this thing. It is just an absolute beast of a weapon. Which is surprising. It really is surprising. I probably should hit one of these little humans to show you how weak and squidgy they are. Yeah, look, 2 hits. Quite quick swing speed. Like, bring this weapon to expeditions, bring this weapon to anything. It'll do what it needs to do. And that's without the anger juice. So yeah, that was today's video. Now, the Gulper Smacker, I think, is actually quite good. It's not a bad weapon at all. You know, this is a bloodied, faster swing speed weapon, and we are using some optimized damage here to an extent, but it actually did quite comparable damage to weapons that I use on a common kind of day basis. I'm quite happy with it, and I think that I'll be giving a paddling a lot more in the future. But, you know, as usual, what do you guys think? What's everybody thinking in regards to this weapon? And if there is any weapons that you guys want me to review, definitely leave a comment down there. And as usual, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time in the wasteland.
Through the dark, moonlight's dimly shining, a shadow creeping. Feel your heart entwining, a twisted mind, seeking prey to devour.